from Plymouth Elementary. This is Allison Dugan.
Welcome back to another episode of the Panda Press. I'm Jack Carasello.
We are here to bring you the school news here at PE. This is Jimmy Wilson.
And I'm Erin Logan. Let's get our paws on the latest news.
Our first story takes us to kindergarten.
Our kindergarten pandas had lots of fun celebrating their 100th day of school here at PE.
Mama Furness made an appearance for this special day, and Brian from the purple team and Avery from the orange team had lots of fun dressing up like they were 100 years old.
Our kindergarten pandas celebrate the 100th day of school in lots of ways, including rotating to different classrooms for some fun activities.
We have some pictures to share with you today of students in Mrs. Yule's class on the purple team creating caterpillars by using sets of 10 dots to add up to 100.
Pandas in Mrs. Handis' had a ton of fun also on their 100th day. These pandas enjoyed dressing up and working together to find 100 Hershey Kisses around their classroom.
Congratulations on your 100th day of kindergarten, pandas. Let's check out some of the fun that they had.
Kindergarten didn't have all the fun last week. Our second graders here at PE also had a special day to celebrate.
Second graders in Mrs. Hartel's, Mrs. Klein's, and Mrs. Kelly's classes all got in on the fun of celebrating their 102nd day of school in a special way.
Pandas in Mrs. Hartel's class celebrated by dressing as Dalmatians.
Students in Mrs. Kelly's class celebrated by adding and counting up to 102.
We definitely can count on the second grade to have a great time. Let's take a look.
In our next story, students in Mrs. Barone's and Mrs. Badman classes took on an extra special challenge for the 102nd day of school.
These second graders experimented to see if 102 licks would get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Students in Mrs. Badman's class discovered that it takes more than 102 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. Some took as many as 400 licks.
We can tell that these pandas enjoyed some sweet success rising to this challenge. Here are some pictures of how it went.
Seventy-two. 73, 74, 75, 99, 100, 101, 102. Now, check your Tootsie Pop. Do you notice any difference?
No,
Our third graders and kindergarten buddies have been getting together lately for some special activities.
Mrs. Handis's class joined up with Mr. Pizzano's third grade class to make some animal heart art. Their creations were incredibly creative.
Miss Furness's kindergarten class got together with their third grade buddies to enjoy their pajama day. That they recently earned with enough panda balls and to create some Valentine's Day heart graphs.
Keep up the great work, PE buddies. We can tell that you were all really spreading love and kindness last week.
Our PE pandas know how important it is to flex their reading muscles.
Students in Miss Webster's kindergarten class recently practiced their reading skills in a creative way.
Mrs. Webster challenged her pandas to have a fun game of hopscotch with sight reading words.
We are certain that these kindergarten readers had fun and learned a lot. Way to go, pandas!
Good job!
In sports news, 76er Mac McClung recently won the slam dunk contest at the All-Star Game.
The 76ers are now in the second half of their season and are set to play the Celtics, the Heat, and the Mavericks this week.
The Flyers will take the ice to play the Canadiens, the Devils, and the Rangers this upcoming week.
Our Philadelphia Phillies are back at it and begin their spring training schedule this week as well. I can almost smell the hot dogs this season at Citizens Bank Park already.
This past Wednesday, we had some special visitors here at Plymouth Elementary.
The whole school was treated to an assembly called the Yo-Jo Show.
We saw a lot of Yo-Jo silliness and had a lot of fun. This entertaining assembly taught us the importance of reading.
Some students even had the chance to get on stage to participate, and we will remember that the more we read, the smarter we'll get. Let's share some of the highlights from the assembly.
What's your name, sir?
Ethan.
You are? They call you?
Mason.
You go by? Name?
Jack.
Well, they look like some smart kids. Let me ask them this question. Kids, do you think Yo-Jo should read the manual before taking our picture? Oh, the humanity! Oh, I am so sorry. That is... Once upon a time in the wonderful village of Plymouth Meeting lived a great and powerful sorcerer named Braden. with the help of his spell book and his magic wand, there you go, Sorcerer Braden could create anything he wanted. Now all together, the more you read, the smarter you get. The more you read, the smarter you get. The more you read, the smarter you get.
Here at PE, we will be celebrating Read Across America next week from February 27th through March 3rd.
Be sure to check the calendar for fun dress-up days, activities, and contests going on to celebrate.
Miss Blanton would also like to remind everyone that the Read for the House event for the Ronald McDonald House will end next Tuesday, February 28th.
We have almost reached our building goal of raising $5,000, so keep up the amazing work.
Be sure to stay on top of all of the fun things going on so that you don't miss a page of fun.
In our next story, PE staff, as well as some amazing students, represented and presented on PE's behalf this week.
Ms. Behan, Ms. Porter, and select students shared all of the great things that have been happening at PE at a district-wide EIB meeting at PW.
They shared out all the great things that happened in our visits from the BCA Club and from PW this February, as well as the amazing playground project that is underway.
A special congratulations goes out to Riley Donnelly, Hannah Stevens, and Serena Sabato for the amazing work that they are doing to make the PE playground a great place for everyone, and for the great job that they did presenting.
Let's check out some highlights from their presentation.
Began as an idea, and they have shown us that one idea can blossom into something that can create really meaningful and beautiful change in our community.
And this is our Real Love Project.
Together we can change the playground.
Today we are going to talk to you about the idea we had to make our playground more accessible for all students. Also, if you wanted me to say, I came up with the Wheel of the name. We want to do something to help our school. Our goal is to make the playground more accessible for children with physical disabilities. We want everyone to be able and access and have fun on this playground.
Completed steps. So far we observed the playground using an ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, checklist for accessible playgrounds to identify areas that could be improved. Visited other playgrounds that had accessible equipment like the Music Garden in Mary H. Wood Park in Conshohocken, created a list of playground equipment that we wanted to purchase. From that list, selected 2 pieces of equipment we would like to purchase first. We met with Mr. Lally, the Director of Facilities, to share our ideas and get his approval for the project. We got it approved!
Equipment we selected small kibosas for $1,100. Then we selected 3 commas for $2,600. Now we are going to do fundraising for our 2 chosen pieces of equipment. Meet with the PTO to share our ideas and ask for their support with a donation. Meet with Mr. Lally to decide on a location to install the new equipment. When we are done, equipment on the playground should be accessible to all children with physical disabilities and children who don't have a disability. All children should be able to play together in the same area. So let's join hands together to make a difference, a PE difference.
In our final story today, it's time to announce the gold ticket winners again this week.
Keep doing a great job of earning those gold tickets at arrival and dismissal each day, Pandas.
If you see your name announced, be sure to visit the main office today.
Thank you for continuing to be respectful and responsible riders, Pandas. Let's check out some of the winners this week.
Thanks so much for joining us today for another episode of the Panda Press.
We hope that you'll join us next Friday for more of the latest news.
Teachers and staff, be sure to share great things happening at PE for us to talk about.
Signing off, this is Allison Dugan.
Aaron Logan.
Jack Carasello.
Jimmy Wilson.
Have a great Friday, Pandas!